Hey guys, how's it going? MrPantaloons here. In this video I'm going to show you how to craft and smith some of the most useful items in the game. And for a list of pretty much everything that you can create, I'm going to put a link on the top of this video on a blue annotation that will redirect you to a forum post with a pretty detailed list with pretty much everything in the game that is craftable. So without further ado, let's go ahead and use our crafter here. Oh, and also this is probably one of the quickest ways to begin crafting and smithing, which is in the starting town of Sicil, and it is right here near this abandoned house. As you can see, there's a forge, there's an anvil, there's a whetstone, pretty much all you need for your crafting desires. Now let's go ahead and see what we got here. Well, first and foremost, we need to know how to craft potions, because that's gonna be really useful, right? Now, to craft potions, that's pretty simple. You only need empty potion flasks, and you need any type of plant. So let's say penny bun mushroom, and then you can drag and drop it one onto each other. It doesn't matter the order, the result will be the same. And that will create minor healing potion. So let's create 2 minor healing potions. Boom, as you can see, Johan created 2 minor healing potion. Now, depending on your crafting skill, there's another trick that you can use to further increase the potency of your healing potions. So you can use 2 minor healing potions and combine them into either a medium healing potion or a large healing potion. In this case it is a large healing potion because our guy Johan has crafting level 5, which is max level. And yeah, I should have said that blacksmith and crafting both pretty much cap at level 5, I believe. I don't think there's any difference if you go beyond. There might be some extra bonuses that you get, but you won't be able to craft any extra items, pretty much. So we created a large healing potion. Next up we got augmenter. So this is a special type of plant which you can use to improve potions. So let's say the speed potion. Now say if I try and pick 2 of these potions and try to combine them just as we did with the healing potions, it's not gonna work. So that works only on healing potions, and for that we can use augmenter. You can also use augmenter on healing potions to improve them, but that's kind of useless, right? You want to use them on these better potions. So we're gonna use an augmenter on the speed potion, and it's gonna turn it into a medium speed potion, which gives us speed plus 2, and you can use another augmenter and turn it into a large speed potion. So that's gonna give speed plus 3, and that's the max you can get. Now for a perception potion, you can use an eye with an empty potion flask, and you might need these. These are quite useful, especially when your perception is not all that high. Now, what other things you can do is create some invisibility potions, and for that you need armor potions, and I forgot, what do you need for this? You need like armor potion and air resistance potion, I believe, which you do not have here, but that's fine, you can check the list just to make sure. Next up we got some smithing stuff. So when you collect ore from vein deposits, you grab them in ore, and to turn them into bars you require a forge, just like this one right here, and you'll be able to create silver bars just like that. Now the thing with silver bar is that you can, for some reason, you can only create silver arrowheads out of it. Now where did they go? Okay, there they are. I could just sort by latest added to find them quicker, but don't want to mess my inventory right now. So if you go to an anvil, oh, where are you going, dudes? Get back here. We can turn these silver bars into silver arrows. Come on, there you go. Or rather, silver arrowheads. And then you can use some silver, or rather arrow shafts, and create silver arrows. There's some examples. Also, a really nice trick is using 9-inch nails on your boots so that you gain immunity to slipping on ice. There you go. He has now immunity to slipping, which may prove quite useful in a lot of situations. And these are the silver arrows. Okay, next up we got the iron bars. Now you can create on the anvil one-handed weapons such as this one, and the power of the weapon created depends on your smithing level. So right now he has a blacksmithing of 3, crafting of 5, and I recommend getting 2 items that give crafting +2 and blacksmithing +2, and in this case I do have 2 items that give +2 blacksmithing, so I'm able to get both 5 blacksmithing and 5 crafting without having to spend many potions into them. Now if we do this, we can combine 2 iron bars into a large iron bar. So we can go ahead and do that. Oh, where did it go? There it is. And we can create a 2-handed weapon. And there you have it. This is level 3 blacksmithing. Let's go ahead and create one more with the level 5 blacksmithing. See how that looks like. And it should be better. So we're gonna do that. And as you can see, this one actually, it doesn't have, the roll on the damage was poorer, but it did get some strength modifiers in there. So you can craft multiple swords and you will get different bonuses. Oh, I guess the bonus for this one was increased damage. That would make sense in the damage numbers there. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what we got next. Librium Bars. So in the game you will find tenebrium ore, which you will be able to craft into tenebrium bars, obviously. And then you can use tenebrium bar to only improve your weapons. You can't actually craft tenebrium weapons. You can only use tenebrium bar on, let's say, this sword, and it will give it tenebrium damage. I believe you need like crafting 5 for that though. Let's go ahead and do this. Now as you can see, it deals also tenebrium damage. Then this is important here, very important. This is probably the best crafting item in the game, or rather enchanting item. You need crafting 5 in order to use this, and you can basically use this to improve the elemental resistances on pretty much any type of gear you have. You can use it on belt, on a sarong, on your armor, on your helmet, and on your bracers. So let's use it on the robe. So it currently has air resistance plus 10%, and the numbers may vary here depending on the armor you are using it on. So for the robe it gave us 10% for each elemental resist, but for a armor which has a lot of resistances, such as this one here, it will give about 20% each resistance. And considering the fact that you can use it on 5 items, you can become pretty much invulnerable to all 4 elemental damage dealing abilities. So that's really nice. Then we have fire essences, or any type of essence really, which you can use to imbue your weapons with more types of damage. So let's use it on the sword. Now the sword has fire damage, so it actually replaced that, which is kind of strange because I used tenebrium bar on a weapon that didn't have. Let me see. let's try this actually, because I'm pretty sure this should work. Okay, there we go. Now it has fire tenebrium. I guess you can't use, if a weapon has only one type of damage at the start, you can only add one extra. But this weapon, since it had two types already, you can add a third one. So that's that. The sarong I was gonna test the ruby on, but shown you already with the robe. Then we got some blank scrolls. Now the important thing to note about blank scrolls is that you can combine two of the same type in order to create a blank spellbook, which is obviously much better than just using this. But I don't have two of the same type, unfortunately, so I'm just gonna demonstrate on this. Now you need a magic ink pot and quill. For that you will need an ink pot and quill, and you can get them separately, like an ink pot, then grab a feather, turn it into a quill with a knife, and you can combine those two, get an ink pot and quill, then use a pixie dust on that and you will get a magic ink pot and quill. And you can use this on the blank scrolls and you'll get a random spell scroll such as wildfire scroll, chain lightning scroll. Now for blank air scrolls, for instance, you actually need to use spell scroll on them. So let's say we want to create a chain lightning spellbook. Just do that and we'll have ourselves a chain lightning spellbook. And this obviously depends on the level of your spell. So if you want to create a very high level spell such as this one, you're probably gonna need crafting 5 in order to do that. But there you have it, and that's pretty much all I wanted to show you. Now for creating food, you can actually go near the waypoint portal here at the north gate. Actually no, I don't want to teleport there right now because I do need to show you some more stuff there. But if you go here, there's this campfire which you can use to produce food, or cook food rather. So you can cook raw meat, you can boil eggs, rather boil potatoes. I don't know if there are actual eggs in the game, but yeah, that's pretty much it. For food though, it might be useful at the start of the game, but later on food becomes pretty much irrelevant. I rarely even use, like, an apple gives healing +7 and poison resist +5%. That is irrelevant at higher stages in the game. But let me show you the whetstone here. So with the whetstone we can improve the damage of weapons. So we can do that and it will receive higher damage. And another thing to note is that I don't believe you can improve tenebrium weapons, so let's try this. It will not work, as you can see. But that's pretty much it with the whetstone wheel. Now for the anvil, you can use it to create boots or chest armor. So if you have some metal scraps, for example, you can use those on the anvil and you will be able to create some metal boots. And again, the quality of the metal boots will depend on your crafting skill in this case, I believe. Or it may be blacksmithing, any of those. And we created some boots. So these are superior metal boots. As you can see, they don't really have all that many special abilities on them. You can imbue them with rubies and whatnot. Also, for instance, scale scraps, you can use these to improve the armor resistance of an armored chest with chest armor, but you can't actually use it to create armor out of it. Here are some different type of essences which give different types of damage. You can also use these for resistance on your gear. However, they do not stack with the rubies and they only give a certain type of resist, so it's pretty much pointless to use them. You just use the ruby and you're done, basically. Now what else do we have? Oh yeah, if we use the hammer on the metal scraps, we can create the chest armor, and this should be based on blacksmithing. And you can create some pretty nice armor pieces actually. Like, look at this one. This is pretty nice. And since you've created a chest armor, you can use it on the anvil as well in order to improve it. And what it will do, it will actually give you movement bonus. So from minus 0.74 we now have plus 0.10. So it's actually really useful because moving around is pretty awesome, right? And actually we got an improved armor rating. As you can see, it's in blue, but if we try and craft some more, we are going to get some different bonuses. So for this one, oh, we got the same one. Come on, give me, let's craft all of them. Can we? I guess we can't craft more at a time, only one. So we crafted two more. So this one has a lucky charm plus 1, and this one has HP plus 68. And look at that, this actually is really good. Is it better than what Roderick has, for instance? Kind of. If we apply all the bonuses, the HP might be worth it. So even at level 16 you can still create really powerful armor if you have 5 blacksmith, that is. And I think that's pretty much it. Yep, that's pretty much the best crafting tips that I can give. But anyway guys, hopefully this guide was helpful to you. Make sure to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.